Ooh, child, y'all, come on in, come on in. I hope you guys are having a good day. But, honey, in case you missed it, professional boxer Devin Haney is back in the news, and this time it's not for suing anybody or for winning any belts. But for those of you who don't know, it's been said, okay, that he's the one that Ryan Garcia allegedly walked like a dog. I don't know. Well, on Father's Day, where dads are supposed to be celebrated, his bitter baby mama, his words, not mine, decided it was a perfect time to steal the spotlight and air him all the way out. So she shared a post in her Instagram story that read, I will never understand how anyone can have kids in this world and live every day like they don't exist. Now, question and a quick backstory. Ain't this the same chick who was crying over Young Thug when he was locked up? And when the jail calls were leaked, she claimed that she was talking to Thug way before Devin, but that ain't what Thug said. He tweeted, and I quote, I can have that little shit right now if I want it. Ooh, Lord. But she been pushing the P harder than niggas. That's the twin. I got who I want. Oh, Lord. Well, anyway, Devin's dad, who's known for inserting himself, he didn't like what Young Thug said, and he decided to clap back. So here's what he said.
And she's got more P than a lot of niggas and all that other shit. Well, then that shows that you believe that she's a catch, that she is somebody. You know what I'm saying? And for her to say, okay, that was before I met Dev, but now I'm securing a relationship that I'm in. He should have just saluted it instead of being in his feelings and coming back with all
Yeah.
this old extra other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then screaming the big P. Well, in the big P, I said you got to let the woman do the choosing. She chose publicly which way she was going. Instead of saluting that, you come back and say now, oh, I can have that if I wanted it, which makes no sense.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's where it kind
Because
that's where it got real murky for me.
because you can't have it if she don't want to fuck with you. And she said that she said publicly, I don't want to fuck with you. But then you come back and then say, well, I can have it if I want. And then everybody else ran with the because they don't understand the game. But he's been in the public eye with women, public figures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he got a stomach for it. You got to have a stomach for this. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
and and that's the way it goes. So I think it was a little bit of lying inside those tweets. You know what I'm saying? And when it's Big P, it ain't no lying. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, unless it's big playing. And if the P stand for playing, and there's some playing going on, then you can never tell what get us playing is doing.
Mr. Devin, what's his name? Bill? Is it Bill? Well, anywho, let's be for real now. She more than likely spinning the block with Thug as we speak. And as for your son, it's been said that old girl was looking for a come up from the start. Your son just happened to be one of her options, what you just said in your own words. And the only reason, she picked him is because Thug was in jail. Let's call it what it is. Now, fast forward today, after she posted her subliminal, Devin clapped back. And he had time today, honey. So he says, stop using kids to control men. This is something DDG said. Now, look, we all want to believe women when they tell us they got a deadbeat baby dad on her hands. Because for a lot of us, that's real life. Okay, we've been conditioned to believe the woman is always telling the truth because most times she is. But in this situation, for people who are familiar with them, they said that, it's giving bitter baby mama energy. I don't know. That's what the comments were saying. I'm not really familiar with this story, but I do know she was, she was with Thug. And next thing you know, she pop out with Devin. I'm like, damn, girl, you move fast. So getting back to the message, he said, the kids don't deserve that part. I never acted like my kid didn't exist. I fight to see my baby. My child's mother's, he got 2 kids, won't let me see my baby unless I threaten to cut her money off, and I'm tired of having to pay to see my child every time. Oh my God. He goes on to say, I am going about it the right way through the courts. Handle that. So that's the organized, so that it's organized and I can see my baby more than one time a month when she needs her bills paid. Ooh, this is sad. If it's the truth, do better, lady. But Devin, next time choose better. That's what they tell us. So moving on, he goes on to say, I've been trying to keep this off the internet because it looks crazy, but I won't let my child's mother make me look like something I'm not, especially when it comes to my child. I'm not with her and haven't been with her for a while now, but still took care of her such for the sake for the sake of her being my child's mother. I applaud that. Whatever she has against me, she makes my daughter feel it by not letting me be in her life. So he continues and he says, I don't care about who she would or what she's doing. This is so reminiscent of DDG. Why did you have to say that? That makes it seem like you really do care. And I'm sensing a little bit of bitterness from you as well. He goes on to say, all I care about is my daughter. I want my daughter on my terms, not hers. DDG said the same thing. But let's be logical. Devin wants to be a father on his terms, but that's not how parenting works, especially when he's not the primary parent. Co-parenting means collaboration, not control. Y'all have to work together. Even if y'all don't see eye to eye, you said you're going through the courts. That's a good step. But unfortunately, you can't get the baby on your term. It's just, that's not how this works. I'm just calling it how I see it, honey. And a lot of men fall into this. They want control, not necessarily co-parenting. And they act like the woman is keeping them from their child, when sometimes they are. But in this situation, I believe she is. But unfortunately, y'all got to compromise. And if she's not willing to compromise, take her ass to court. So he continues and he says, everything she got, I bought. She could pop it if she want. I bought everything. She don't work, I work. She take pictures all day while I'm grinding. Wait a minute now, hold on. That's exactly what attracted you to her in the first place. She was taking pictures, posting up, looking real cute, living that Instagram model life before she met you. So how is it a problem now, Devin? You mad that she's doing the same thing that caught your attention? Huh? You signed up for this, sir. You didn't want a stay-at-home girl or around the way girl. You wanted an influencer and you got her. So don't get mad because the fantasy you pursued is not how you pictured. Choose better. That's what they tell us. Choose better. I don't know what else to say, Devin. So he goes on to say, the girl is so bitter, she didn't even give my daughter my last name. I believe both of them are bitter. And this next sentence he's about to say, or statement, proves that. I take care of her, my daughter, and my entire family. He put that in all caps. So I applaud you from taking care of your entire family. I know it can be a burden. I know. And he says, and a million other people and situations, and you want me to negotiate a schedule that's fit for a motherfucker that takes pictures of herself all day on Instagram? That's exactly right, Devin. That's exactly right. It don't matter if she takes selfies all day or she knits scarves for a living. It don't matter. That's your child's mother and y'all have to co-parent. And let's not forget, you picked her. You were mesmerized by the same Instagram model lifestyle when you slid in her DM. So don't try to shame her now for being the same woman you were drooling over. Stop it. Miss me with that. If you don't want to co-parent with an Instagram baddie, stop planting seeds in one. Child, not him thinking she's not worthy to work out a schedule with because she's an Instagram model. Mind you, that's what attracted him to her in the first place. She was good enough to impregnate, but she ain't good enough to work out a parenting schedule with. Make this make sense, sir. And she said that their baby was planned and Devin was the one begging her to have his child. And honestly, I believe both things can be true. She's bitter. It's possible. And it's possible that he did get her pregnant on purpose. It's possible that he was living out a fantasy, a certain kind of woman he wanted, didn't have access to. And the moment he did, he got reckless. So she posted in her Instagram and said, "Happy Father's Day to all the men that actually take care of their kids, and an even bigger Happy Father's Day to the ones who step up for kids that ain't theirs. It don't take blood to make you a dad. It takes love." Okay, girl, I see what this is. Okay, this ain't nothing but an open invitation for some man with some money, of course, to come sliding into your DMs. Girl, stop playing. I see exactly what this is. She's looking for another sponsor. So y'all, let me know what y'all think down in these comments. Please give the video a thumbs up. Okay, keeps the lights on, all right? And thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.